Today I'm going to be making some Biscoff balls, Lotus Biscoff balls. And I'm making these because I love Biscoff and I try to use it in all the recipes I can. If you do a search on the channel, Tammy Dunn Biscoff recipe, then there's lots of recipes that use Biscoff. I have a jar of creamy and crunchy. That's only because I need a 16-ounce jar and I didn't realize the creamy is 14.1 ounces. The crunchy is only 13.4. So what I'll do is I'll use the whole jar of creamy, plus I'll just use a little bit of the crunchy. It doesn't matter, it won't hurt it at all. You need 2 sticks of softened butter, and we just put it in the microwave and softened it. You need some almond bark, and I'm using the vanilla almond bark, and I will probably use all 9 of these squares that are in here. You can see you get 12, but this is what we had. I bought some cookies. You wouldn't have to have these, but I'm going to crush some of these up, and it's just going to be a little decoration on the top. And then you need 1.5 pounds of powdered sugar. You may not use it all, but you'll use a lot of it. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to take our butter. We're going to put this in a mixer. You will not want to do this by hand. So you'll want to have a mixer of some kind. And then I'm going to use, like I said, the whole jar of creamy, and then just a little scoop out of the crunchy jar. And we're going to cream this together. This smells phenomenal. I just love this stuff. I'm going to scrape this bowl down, and then I'm going to start adding my powdered sugar. And like I said, you might use every bit of it, but then you might not use it all. What you want is this to be a texture to where you can form it into balls. So if it's too wet, then you're not going to be able to form it into balls.
And it's not too dry, it's going to be too crumbly and fall apart.
Exactly. So you don't want it too crumbly either. So I'm going to try to get it right in between. This just to see what it feels like to me. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's perfect right there. So I probably only used 1 pound of the powdered sugar. So instead of 1.5 pounds, I probably used 1 pound. But
we just put it back in the bag.
Yeah, I put that right back in the bag because it's not dirty. Nothing's happened to it. So I will definitely use that again. I have a cookie sheet with a piece of parchment paper on it. And that's just so that these don't stick, and it's for easy cleanup as well. So you want to take your dough, and you should be able to, if it's not too dry, you should be able to roll it into nice size balls about this big, just like a little pop-em. My dad would call that a pop-em, just something the size that you could pop into your mouth easily. He always called a deviled egg a pop-em. So I'm going to use all of this dough, and I'm going to roll these into balls, and this whole cookie sheet is going to be full. And then once that is done, I'm going to put these in the freezer, this whole cookie sheet in the freezer for an hour. Time to get our cookies. If you want to use cookies, I'm going to use these, like I said, to dust the top of these. So I'm gonna get 5 or 6 of these and I'm gonna put them in a Ziploc bag and I'm gonna crush them up really, really, really well. Just squeeze them or pound them, however you wanna do it, and crush them up into bits. And then once I get these crushed up, I will put them in this bowl so that I can just dip in there with my fingers and put them on top of the balls. This is your almond bark. You buy this, great value at Walmart. It's a vanilla candy coating. This is perfect for if you want to dip Oreos in there, or because it hardens and it's really nice. They give you instructions. Place the desired amount of coating into a microwave safe bowl. Microwave at full power for 60 seconds. Stir thoroughly and then continue to heat in 15-second increments until product is smooth. Caution, overheating of coating will cause it to burn. So go the full minute, but then go in 15-second increments. I'm going to actually do all of this, all 9 blocks. And we're going to heat it in the microwave. Or Kevin's going to heat this in the microwave actually. While he's doing that, I'm going to crush up my cookies and then we'll be back. Our chocolate is melted and I took my Biscoff balls out of the freezer. I'm going to kind of move them over so I have room here. And then I have my crushed cookies. If you want them crushed finer than that, then you need to put them in a food processor. But I'm just going to throw my Biscoff ball in there. This is just like we do Oreo balls. And then try to shake some of the extra off, and then you'll want to immediately put a few little crumbles on top if you want that for decoration. More almond bark because I figured I didn't have a whole block, so we used what, 9, so we're going to use 3 more, so we'll have used a whole package of almond bark. This is a 24-ounce package of almond bark, but we're going to heat up 3 more pieces and then we'll be back to finish these off. These back in the freezer for like 5 minutes. It doesn't take no time. So as you can see, the ones that we started off with, they are already solid. I mean, you could eat them right now, but just to make myself happy, I'm gonna put these in the freezer for 5 minutes and we'll be back. I had these in the freezer for maybe 5 minutes, but this is how they look. And like I said, you don't have to put the cookies on top if you don't want to. I just think they're pretty. You know what, I don't want to do that on that plate. I want to show you what they look like in the center. They look just like that, full of Biscoff. I'm so excited to try these. Okay, any excuse to eat Biscoff, but it's good straight out of the jar, let's face it. I love the crunchy, especially right out of the jar. You cannot at our Walmart, our local Walmart, they don't even sell the crunchy, so we have to get it at Kroger. But Walmart does have creamy, so, okay.
Eat the one you cut.
That's what I picked up. How could it be bad?
Yeah, that's nice.
I don't know how it could be bad.
If you like cookie batter, Biscoff especially, those are really good.
Super sweet.
The almond bark has a nice little crispy layer on the outside. Very creamy on the inside. It's a nice flavor. And like Tammy said, the cookies on top, you know, you can leave them or not, it doesn't matter.
You can put sprinkles.
Yeah, we'll decorate them up with sprinkles.
For whatever holiday you want.
Yeah.
We've done like Oreo balls we've done them for every holiday because they're easy and everybody likes them. I think everybody's gonna love these.
Yeah, like I said, if you like Biscoff, you're gonna like them.
Do you think it would work if you used all crunchy?
It would just change the texture. It wouldn't be as smooth. And it might even use less powdered sugar because that may be even thicker.
Right. So it only took a pound of powdered sugar only. But it is thicker than like peanut butter.
Right.
So you don't need a ton of powdered sugar.
You just gotta keep an eye on it when you're mixing it.
Right. I think it would be really good with the crunchy.
Yeah.
But it, like you said, right now it's very, very creamy inside. And it's just going to have that gritty texture of the crunchy. But I think these are 5 out of 5. I think they're incredibly sweet. If you like Oreo balls, things like that, and I've made different versions of those, you would love these. And I think they were easy to make.
They were. It just takes time. Time to make the balls, time to dip them. That's about it.
Right. But if you have a kid who's learning the ropes in the kitchen and they want to help you form those into balls and roll them, then that could be their job. You know, they could help out with that. But you'll have to let me know if you've taken anything like this, made it into balls, but I think this makes a great dessert.
So which one would you rather have, these or the Biscoff balls, the Oreo balls?
I personally would rather have these over Oreo balls.
They're smoother, aren't they?
Yes. Oh, they're very creamy. Now, I love Oreo balls. Oreo balls are delicious, but
The texture and flavor is different.
I like the Biscoff.
Because they have cream cheese in them.
Yes, they do have cream cheese. And that recipe's on the channel. I think it's called Best Ever Oreo Balls. And they really are. And I look so different. And the kitchen was different. The filming methods were different. It was way back when we very first made that video. I'm sure we've made other ones since then, different versions.
I think you've done a version of these, Biscoff ones.
I might have,
yeah,
but
sure.
I absolutely love these. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.